Hi everyone, coming to you with another thought from Ecclesiastes, this time a little more hopeful. Go, eat your food joyfully and drink your wine with a happy heart, because God has already approved of what you do. Let your garments always be white, don't run short of oil for your head. Enjoy life with your dearly loved spouse, all the days of your passing life that have been given to you under the sun, all the days of your passing life. Because that's your lot in life, and in your hard work under the sun. Whatever your hand finds to do, do with all your might, because there's no work or thought or knowledge or wisdom in the grave, which is where you're going. I think this here is the clearest statement of the main advice from this book, right? We've seen so often in the other two messages this week have been about how life is short, right? That it doesn't matter what you do. And so this is kind of the conclusion that he comes to of, well, so then enjoy what you have. It's, as always, hopeful and depressing, right? Enjoy it now because eventually you're going to die. But I think that is important to remember that we have this time and we have these things that God has given us, so we want to enjoy them. Life isn't meaningless, it's just short, right? This is, again, going back to kind of where we started, this word that he uses over and over. Hebrew is hevel, right? It's another time I want to pick on the NIV for translating it as meaningless, because I don't think that works, right? To say that this is a meaningless life. No, it's not meaningless, it's passing. It doesn't last long, it's like a breath. Life only becomes meaningless when you look for your meaning in things that don't last. And yet when we know how long life lasts, we can't enjoy those things in light of it. Now, I know for a lot of people, hearing a message like this, eat your food, drink your wine, sounds a little, hedonistic, a little unchristian almost, that we're not supposed to party like this. I don't think that's what he's talking about, though, right? When he says God has already approved, doesn't mean God doesn't care what you do. He means if this is a gift that God has given you, then it is from God. And so God approves of you enjoying it. And obviously there's a way to do that responsibly and a way to not do it responsibly. I think an important question, especially in these days as we're dealing with a lot and we're trying to cope with it, maybe a question to ask is, are you really enjoying your food and your drink? Or are you just using it to numb yourself? I've seen the statistics about how much alcohol sales have gone up, and I know there's been a lot of comfort eating. And sometimes we're not actually enjoying it, right? It's a way to check out and tune out and not actually be present, right? So when we enjoy these things, I think it's important to still ask, are we seeing this as a gift of God, or are we using it as a coping mechanism? And that's a question I have to ask myself too, but there is a way that we can enjoy all of this. Augustine, or Augustine, depending on how you want to pronounce his name, had there's a phrase attributed to him. He said, love God and do as you please. Right? And the idea is that if you truly love God, and if you have God's interests, God's values in your heart, doing what you please is actually going to be what God wants too. And so I think we need to recognize there's a way that we can enjoy life in view of the life that God has given us. And so that's the encouragement today. Blessings on you.